Yes guys, what is going on? Welcome to episode 33 of the Under-23 Sorare Road to Glory. Hope you're all having a good game week. I hope you've all had a good midweek in the Contenders Nights special weekly, as we have to call them these days. I've had an absolute disaster personally. Let me know in the comments how you've got on. Today we've got episode 33. We're going to recap last week's game week, where a lot of you guys told me to go in and play Division 3 Contenders Classic, and I did. So I'll update you guys on how that went. We've got some lineup building to do for this upcoming weekend, and some decisions to make as to where to play our players. Division 3, Division 4, maybe even Division 5. So let's get into it, lads. Leave a like if you do enjoy the video, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. So last weekend, we threw our leftover cards into Contender Division 5, because there was a few comments I saw in the comment section saying that I should do so. And to be honest, I didn't think about doing that. But it was a good job we did, because it kind of just showed me how, not easy, because we didn't actually end up getting a box from there. But if Emilio Martinez just even got on the field, we would have actually won a box. We were, what were we, 1,100th on the dot actually, and we needed to be within the 890th spot. That was 15.85 points away. So like I said, if Emilio Martinez just got on the field, we would have got ourselves another reward box, and it wasn't to be. The other three players absolutely smashed, by the way. Ivan Heel, under a new manager, 2-0 away win. He got an assist and 20 AA. Khalifa Koulibaly came on for 32 minutes and bagged himself 2 goals, only 3.2 AA. And then Timo Becker as our captain, 25 AA, 4-0 win for them as my captain, got me 93. And like I said, it just shows how close we were. Like, it is always good to throw your extra lineups, even if they don't have goalkeepers in. In this case, even if they don't have defenders in, there's always a chance of winning a box. And then where we did actually win a box, lads, we won our first box of the Road to Glory. We finished 1,621st in Contender Classic Season Division 3. That was an absolute mouthful, by the way. Andrade with a decent 24 AA, Clerk with a 29.54 AA as my captain. But Pasalic, he has really stepped up recently. I think I mentioned in last week's episode, I was hoping for another DA from this guy. I think he got one last weekend, and it looks like he got one again this weekend. 1-0 home win against Hajduk Split. Massive result for Riker. But lads, have a look at this. Penalty kick missed from Carlos Martin has absolutely nerfed this lineup. Although we did win one reward box. It was, a basic reward box or whatever we're going to call them. But we were 18 points away from, the next tier, which would have got us 2 reward boxes, I believe. And he just absolutely nerfed this lineup. I know Zidane didn't get a clean sheet either, but at least he didn't completely kill it, whereas Martin really did. Missing a penalty, and they lost 3-1 as well, so I don't even know if he's going to start this weekend. But we did win a reward box. This is what I got in it. Let's do the Division 3 Limited. Do we? Oh! It glitched out on me. And I thought we won a card, but we didn't. We just won a level up. Okay. So I'm sure a load of you guys experienced the same, I don't want to call it pain, but, it was probably a level up weekend for most of us. Let me know, though, in the comments if you did manage to pull a card. I unfortunately blanked this weekend. Cap 240 Limited, though, only 35 points away from the bottom threshold. That was the goal. Klein Hansel with an average game at home. I thought he'd be a lot better than that, considering they won that game. Monchi with an assist. Yuito Suzuki with an assist. Brennan Johnson, I think 2 big chances missed. Yeah, it was 2. He did have 1, but Opta managed to find another one in there for him. So, if Brennan scores one of those 2 big chances missed, we probably hit the lower threshold and we bag ourselves $2. But it wasn't to be. We managed to win a box. I mean, considering matchups maybe and what happened, Martin missing a penalty, Brennan missing 2 big chances. And then, the only striker that I don't prioritize comes off the bench and scores 2 goals. So, that's just so rare in a nutshell, to be honest, lads. And it's going to happen, more weeks than not, unfortunately. But we'll dig in, we'll keep going, and we'll look forward to this upcoming game week. So, moving over to Play Sharper, having a little look at the starter predictions and expected scores of the boys for this weekend. Andrade, as he normally is, at the top there. Home fixture against Salzburg, not an easy game at all there for him. Montez is back in the fold for his team, which is great. He got like a 20 AA last game. They conceded 2 goals. So, you know, it could have been a lot better for him if, you know, of course, if that didn't happen. But no predictions yet for him. We've got Clerk at 90. Monchu the same. Nice home fixture for him. Timo Becker at home, 90%, which is great. No Mohamed Cham predictions as of yet. Ivan Heel at 80% at home. A lot of our boys are at home. One disappointment, though, this weekend, and maybe next weekend, is Nicholas Madsen is suspended for the next 2 games, which is not ideal. Klein Hansel at 90% as well. Brennan's at 75% away to Newcastle. I still fancy him there for a decisive. Zidane at 95%. El Karauni at home. Not a bad fixture there. Surprisingly, Carlos Martin is at 85% this weekend, away to Real Oviedo. Not an easy game. Hopefully he can bounce back there. Darlin, we don't have predictions for. Larsen's at 75%. We never have predictions for Yuito Suzuki, but they are away. And then we've got Pasalic at 90% away to Istra. Again, not a bad fixture for them. Campos, it does look like that he has lost his spot right now. He's only at a 20% starter prediction. So it looks like we are going into this weekend with 2 goalkeepers, not 3. Campolat being the second goalkeeper at 90% at home. He's had 2 clean sheets in 2, by the way. Pendixport might be able to avoid relegation there. And then the rest of the boys, not too many predictions for them. And the matchups aren't great either. So let's jump into the lineup builder then and see what we can cook up. So again, I am probably going to listen to what you guys said and go into Contender Classic. I haven't decided as of yet what competition I want to target. If that is Division 3, is that Division 4. So we're going to go into Sorare itself and just have a look at what we've got. And so this is what we could do. We could play in-season Division 3, in-season Division 4, or we could play Classic Division 2, Classic Division 4, or Classic Division 4 again with our, third team or second team. Of course, we were in Division 3 last weekend. We got promoted. And so, yeah, do we think, well, we haven't built the team yet, of course, but let's go in and build it. And then we're going to decide, do we think it's good enough for Division 2 or should we play it in Division 4? So let's see what we can build then. We only have 1 goalkeeper in Contender because Camplat is playing in the Turkish league, of course. So Zidane gets the nod in goal. In defense, we've got a few decent options there, Timo Becker's actually playing against Klein Hansel. We've got 2 of our boys playing against each other there. Montez is at home as well. Andrade, again at home. Clerk's away, but they play Zaragoza, who aren't that great. In midfield, we have a couple of decent options as well. Ivan Heel, Pasalic, and Monchu, all with favourable fixtures. Pasalic's opposition score isn't that tasty. Monchu's is, and Ivan Heel's is as well, but they can't really split Andorra and Eibar there. Eibar are a very good team. I'm going to go with Monchu for now. Front, Jesus, Koulibaly. Does he start? I mean, he hasn't started the last 2 games, but he came off the bench last week. Got himself 2 goals. Did they win that game? No, they drew 3-3. But they play at home to Auxerre, who are top of the league. So I don't really know what to do here, because both our forwards have very, very average matchups. I mean, for some reason, well, I guess the reason why is, he hasn't started the last 2 games. But the Sorare data projections don't fancy Koulibaly to start here. But I am going to throw him in for now. He is at home, and he is always good for a goal off the bench, as we've seen. I'm going Timo Becker in defense. And then for the extra position, it's either Andrade or Clerk. And, as far as fixtures go, I think we do have to back Clerk. It looks like Andrade's been playing at like left wing back / left back recently instead of centre back. And that's kind of nerfed his scores a little bit. But, can't really do too much about that. We're going to captain Timo Becker. That leaves us with a lineup strength score of 72. Is that good enough for Division 2, do we think? I'm a little bit less optimistic personally. Just off the bat, I think Division 4 sounds like a better idea. But please do let me know in the comment section what you would do. And then I think for our second lineup, I think we're going to go back to our roots, lads. And go back into under 23. Because we have Campbell back. We could go 240 to be fair. But I do want to win you guys cards at the end of the day. And so I am going to see what we can build in under 23. So Camplat in goal. Let's go Montez in defense. We could go Cham at home, which is not bad. We've got Pasalic in there as well. Ivan Heel, Yuito Suzuki. We've got a few decent options here. Let's go Brennan up front. Let's hope he doesn't get any big chances missed and he gets a few decisives this weekend. Cham, did he come off the bench? No, he played 90 minutes against PSG. So he probably starts again as long as there's no injury worries there. Pasalic has been really good. I'm struggling to see how I shouldn't play him, to be honest. And I think I'm going to go with Ivan Heel alongside him. So what do we think? How many players are playing in under 23 right now? limited. What we've got, just under 4,000, and they're fighting for just under 1,000 rewards. So, I mean, I fancy my chances, to be honest. Where else do we play this lineup? We probably could play a similar lineup in 240 and, you know, try and go for that middle threshold. But at the end of the day, I do want to win you guys cards. And, you know, having this under 23 lineup, having the contender lineup going into Division 4 or Division 2, you know, we have two lineups there that are fighting for cards at the end of the day. We can always put a 240 lineup out, you know, without a goalkeeper. So let's see what we can do in 240 then. Let's go Andrade because he's very, very high L15. We're not going to go with a goalkeeper here, so it doesn't really matter. You know, we're going to be under the cap no matter what. We got Jorgen Larsson in there. Away to Betis. Played 77 minutes last weekend. I think I'm going to back him, you know. I'm going to go Jorgen Larsson there. And then in defense, El Karauni's looking at me a little bit. We've got Carlos Martin, Klein Hansel away, though I don't really fancy that. Let's go El Karauni. Obviously, we're not going to play a goalkeeper. And then we're going to throw our contender leftovers into Division 4, I think. But by the looks of things here, we don't really have too much. We've probably got, what, 1, 2, 2.5 at a stretch players. I don't know if that's really worth it, if I'm being honest. But regardless, I might as well throw it in. So we've got 4 teams, 2 teams that could go out and win us cards. One team that could have a decent chance at winning some boxes to open, and that is the Contender Classic team. Please do let me know in the comment section what you think I should do. Is it good enough for Division 2, or should we play it safe and go Division 4? We've got a Cap 240 4-man lineup, and then the leftovers go into Contender Division 4 for the second team. So, of course, it's annoying that we can't use Campos right now. Hopefully, he wins that starting position back at some point, but right now it doesn't look likely. So we are going to go in and input the under-23 limited team over on Sorare. So it's Campolat. We're going to go with Ivan Heel, 9.5% XP on him. Brennan Johnson up front. And then Pasalic as the extra player. We'll captain Ivan Heel. For now, I'm going to play our better contender team. The one that, you know, might go into Division 2. I am going to play it in Division 4 for now. We've got Montu in midfield. Koulibaly up front, and Clerk as the extra player. Timo Becker as our captain. There's currently 2,635 users in this division. Let's have a little look at the prize pool though. What could we win? We could win a star rare at the top of the leaderboards, and then down the bottom, if we can make it into top 1,000, that would be decent. That'd be 2 boxes. If we could make it, you know, anywhere in, you know, the 400s, we're looking at a card and 3 boxes. So, you know, that should be the goal, I think. Maybe tier 3 a push. Tier 2 might be a bit out of reach, I think. Top 63 might be tough. But regardless, I do really want to win as many boxes as possible. And so that is why I'm thinking about going into Division 4, more so Division 2. But of course, do let me know in the comment section. And then our 4-man Cap 240 lineup needs a DMP keeper. And so we're going to throw him in there. We're going to captain Andrade, and we're going to aim for that 270 points, $2 target. And that, lads, is going to be the end of episode 33. I hope you have enjoyed. Please do let me know about the Division 2/Division 4 dilemma in Contender Classic. I hope you've enjoyed. Please do leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. And good luck this weekend. I'll catch you guys in the next one.